The clubs target very young women, often teenage girls. They're the most sellable, right? And of course, you're much more impressionable to the lies that they feed you of all these riches and high self-esteem. But the truth is, before you even start your shift, you're actually in debt to the club. So this can be 80 quid, 150 quid, more sometimes. And that's a lot for some of us. Actually, it's a form of debt bondage. Although we're self-employed, we have to sign contracts that give the strip club complete control over us. So they can control what we wear, even down to lengths of dresses, stockings or not, accessories or not. The strip clubs also have total control over our time because we're on call our entire shift. So you have to dance at the pole on rotation, even though you can't make any money from this. So even going to take a breather after being spoken down to or assaulted by a customer, it's just not an option, because you may have to go on stage at any moment. And if you aren't there, if you're late, you're fined. In fact, a system of petty fines is one of the ways they keep control over us. You're fined for chewing gum, wearing the wrong colour thong under a dress, being late for the pole. All this keeps dancers operating like robots. Some turn to drink or drugs to keep running to time and to numb their feelings, I suppose. Clubs will have far too many dancers as well. Sometimes they're like 40 dancers to 10 customers. So it's common practice for dancers to charge extra for a closer dance, or how they're supposed to make any money. It isn't a free choice, it's a matter of survival for a lot of us. The industry perpetuates a big happy family myth. It deliberately creates a kind of Stockholm syndrome in us. It's a kind of trauma bond between those exploited and the ones profiting from it. A lot of lap dancers have had trauma in their lives. I did. We've got no healthy family blueprint, and I think that creates a sense of wanting to belong to something. So it makes it easy for strip clubs to try and, create this dysfunctional family. So it's really clever. So why do you think the woman who manages us is called a house mum? It's not normal for a mother to encourage competition or sexual exploitation of her girls. Sexual assault is a daily occurrence. I saw dancers being assaulted by customers pretty much every shift. The rule of thumb was don't call security unless the customer wasn't paying the club. Abuse and harassment is not acceptable in any other workplace, so why are councils licensing strip clubs? The conditions are totally unfit and unclean too. Most clubs only have one toilet for 20 or 40 women to share, and it's not usually working either. Something's usually wrong with it. Changing rooms are often really small too for the number of dancers. This leads to people arguing all the time, like girls falling out with each other, and just making the atmosphere really bad and even more competitive than it would be normally. It's not just the lap dancers who are seen as the cash cows, it's the punters as well. They're basically considered to be walking cash machines. The punters, like the lap dancers, are fed lies. They're told the girls enjoy their company and are attracted to them, which obviously couldn't be further from the truth. And they're promised sexual favours for a VIP dance, which then may or may not happen. Credit card fraud happens all the time too. So when customers go to pay, a huge sum of money is put into the card machine. The screen is then quickly moved on to where the PIN is entered. And trusting that a well-established club won't commit fraud, the punters fall for the trick, and they're often drunk, obviously, when this happens, and then they're just too ashamed to report it to the police. The structure and culture of the strip industry is the same, basically, as a brothel. Strip clubs are just a legalised shop front for the sex industry. Pimps often hang around outside the clubs, as they probably have women working in them, and they're waiting for their money at the end of the shift. And pimps also go in to the clubs themselves to recruit more women. I am totally pro-choice and freedom of sexual expression, but the strip industry is the absolute opposite of that. Obviously, I know there'll be a lot of opposition to what I'm saying by women who are still in the industry, and I know that's because they're in survival mode. That's why these exit strategies need to be put in place so that we can put an end to the strip clubs.